Trent Park plays host to Toho 2020 following the success of the inaugural Open in 2019. Trent Park began life as a 14th century country house and grounds and was part of Enfield Chase, one of Henry IV's hunting grounds. In 1973 it opened its grounds to the public, and we're delighted that the golf course will play host to Toho 2020.
Good evening, gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the live draw for Toho 2020. My name is Simon Oakridge, and it's a pleasure to have your company with us this evening for what promises to be a fantastic morning of golf on Tuesday, the 9th of June 2020. Toho has a history of 1 year exactly, and it is a pleasure to have you in the draw for this year's tournament. The proceedings this evening are as follows. In the Ghanaian Bowl is 10 balls representing each player, and there is one of my mum's old towels on top of the Ghanaian Bowl, as both my mum and Ghana are very well known as golfing people and places. The draw will be made in a moment. 10 players, 5 tee-off times from 8:36 to 9:08. Let's begin then with the draw for Toho 2020. Here's the balls are here. If we come and join, I will pick out the first name. First up, teeing off first, 8:36. It's Oak Hill's secret agent, 00, Ollie Osborne. Ollie is a regular on the circuit, having first joined at Toho 2019. Ollie plays off 22 and will be the first to tee off in the first game. Who will Ollie be playing with? First game, second contestant, and it's Simon Farewell. Simon Farewell, no coincidence here about the colour of the ball and the colour of Simon's hair. Simon is a sporting legend of Oak Hill College and will be playing in the first game with Ollie Osborne. Simon's handicap is 18, having joined us later in the year, and is a Toho rookie. First game, Ollie Osborne, Simon Farewell, 8:36 tee time. Second game, we're looking for the 8:42 pairing. First up, Nick Ross. Nick Ross playing in the second game. Nick Ross, one of the experienced campaigners, a old hand at the Toho tournament, and bringing a little bit of colour to proceedings, one of 2 Rainbow Nation representatives. Nick Ross playing in game 2 with a handicap of, I believe, 30. 30 for Nick Ross. Nick Ross, who will he be paired with? We will see. Second game, second pairing. It's my good self. It's Simon Oakridge, the Hadley Wood member. And Simon is the self-acclaimed, self-professed rather, president, principal, as well as chairman of the Oak Hill Golf Fraternity. Simon plays off 18, and we will be playing with Nick Ross in game 2, 8:42. Third game, 8:50. First up, Johnny Armstrong. Johnny Armstrong, a rookie to Toho, but a familiar face on the golfing circuit this year. Johnny is playing off 30, and he will be on the third game, teeing off at 8:50. Playing with Johnny Armstrong in game 3, wild by name, wild by nature. Ben Wildman, the choreographer for this year's tournament. He is the range ball, and he will be playing in the third game with Johnny Armstrong, and Ben has a handicap of 30. So it's 2 30 handicaps in the third game. Ben Wildman and Johnny Armstrong, a real battle of the north-south divide in game number 3. 4 names left. Next game out, we have the second of the Rainbow Nation representatives, Warren Trask. We're delighted to welcome Warren to his first game of this year. He might be a rookie to Toho, but he's no stranger to the golf course. Warren's handicap is an astonishing 10, and he'll be playing in the fourth game, teeing off at 9 o'clock. Warren is no doubt one to watch in this year's tournament. Warren will be playing with Felix Stevenson, another rookie. Felix Stevenson, the only first-year representative this year. Felix plays off 30 and is very good at eating baked beans. Felix will join Warren Trask in the fourth game, teeing off at 9 o'clock, which means we have 2 names left in the final game. First of all, Simon Griffiths, the Griff, plays off 28 and is most likely to receive the Dominic Cummings Award for a spectacularly long drive, clearly out of bounds, but with no penalty. Simon Griffiths will be playing off 28 and will therefore be joined by our illustrious and favourite faculty member golf playing partner, Christopher Ansbury, with the basketball here. Chris plays off 20 and will join in the final game of Toho 2020. So ladies and gentlemen, and probably only gentlemen, here is the draw again for you. 8:36, Simon Farewell plays Ollie Osborne. 8:42, Simon Oatridge plays Nick Ross. 8:50, Johnny Armstrong plays Ben Wildman. 9 o'clock, Felix Stevenson plays Warren Trask. And at 9:08, Simon Griffiths plays faculty hero Christopher Ansbury. So there it is, the draw for Toho 2020, Tuesday the 9th of June, and we are looking forward to Trent Park hosting us again this year. Our champion from last year, Steve Wicks, is very disappointed not to be with us. COVID has caused him to still be up north, putting his fiancée above the golfing priorities of the college. But he wishes us well, and I believe there is a video from him coming up.
Oh hi guys, Steve Wicks here. You probably remember me from such tutorials as the fairway to keep it on the fairway and nice putt, shame it's now in the bunker. That's right, Steve Wicks here, the Oak Hill Open champion 2019. Sorry to say I can't be with you today, but I want to wish you a really good round. Been asked to give you a few quick tips. First thing I'd say is if you do a bad shot, don't break your club. You might well need it again, especially if it's a putter. Then if you're an amateur, you're likely to leave the ball short when you're doing approach shots, so why not take an extra club and just hit it nice and easy. If you hit it into the rough, try to make sure that your next shot is not in the rough. And if you're having a bad few holes, hey, chin up. There's many twists and turns in any given round, and the champion is likely to be to the person who keeps on going. That's right, I hope you have a fantastic round. Sorry I can't be with you. I look forward to hearing who the champion is this year at the Oak Hill Open 2020.
And now for a special Toho 2020 weather report.
Thank you very much, Simon. Over to me, the Wild Lion, for the weather report. There are big changes to the weather forecast next week. There's going to be temperature decreases for about 5 to 10 degrees less than last week. All sporting events across the United Kingdom are, of course, cancelled apart from Toho 2020. The weather is going to be highs of 15 or 16 degrees around about noon on Tuesday. There's going to be some low pressure wind coming in over here in the northern part of England, but hopefully over London we should be fine. Now, unfortunately, there's going to be a 3 to 5% chance of rain on Tuesday. We better hope it's going to stay dry for Toho 2020. We can't be sure, of course, of what the weather will be like. These are rough estimates, and I'm going to move my hands a bit more to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. That is the weather for Toho 2020. We really cannot wait.
So there we have it. The draw has been made, the matches are in place. The tournament will proceed along Stableford lines this year in a change from the stroke play from 2019. Stableford points will be awarded individually, and the player with the highest score, based on their handicap, will be champion of Toho 2020 and receive for 1 year the famous silver plate. The wooden spoon will be awarded to the player with the lowest Stableford score, and I'm sure Simon Griffiths is looking forward to returning that and passing that on to the next player. The second part of scorings will be in pairs. It's not only an individual game, Toho 2020, but also a team one, and so the best corporate score combined of the two players will also win the team of the year. So there we are, 2020 Toho. We're looking forward to it. Many thanks for joining us, and we will see you on Tuesday. And I close with the prayer of St Stableford, the patron saint of Toho 2020. God grant us the serenity to accept the shots I miss, the courage to try again, and the wisdom to not throw my clubs in the lake. Amen.